Page.
A reality check earlier this week has gained national attention after we explain that despite being the president's backdrop, the Brent Spence Bridge is not a shovel-ready project. But tonight, a local city councilman says the timetable for the Brent Spence isn't the only problem. There isn't enough money in the President's Job Act to cover the bridge at all. Ben has the reality check.
President Obama used the Brent Spence Bridge today as his backdrop, but the president only referred to the bridge twice during the speech, and both times without giving any specifics. Before the president's speech, Cincinnati City Councilman Wayne Lippert put out a press release saying that the American Jobs Act falls short of funding the Brent Spence Bridge.
Well, the jobs bill allocates $50 billion to transportation projects, but if you really peel apart the numbers and look, only $25 billion goes to bridge and other infrastructure projects. Of that $25 billion, Ohio, under the formula, is slated to get just north of $900 million.
Well, that is true. Even though when you first read the Americans Jobs Act, it appears that $50 billion will go to infrastructure projects. Councilman Lippert was correct, saying that only half of that number will actually go to transportation and port infrastructure projects. Section 241, subsection C of the American Jobs Act explains that only $27 billion will go toward bridges and highways.
Transportation Department devised a formula that specifically allocates a percentage for every state. And under that formula, Ohio would receive, again, just north of 900. I think the number is about $918 million under that formula that the Transportation Department has.
And that is also true. The program used by the feds to determine how those funds are distributed to the states, it's called SAFETY-LU, or the Safe, Accountable, Flexible, Efficient Transportation Equity Act. Using its formula to break down those $27 billion in the American Jobs Act, which really is the standard for all federal highway spending, Lippert says the entire state of Ohio would receive around $918 million. The state of Kentucky would get $400 million. So here's what you need to know. If you put those totals together, that would mean that if the state of Ohio used its entire allotment of $900 million and Kentucky used its entire allotment of $400 million, that would total only $1.3 billion. It's only about $1 billion short of the $2.4 billion price tag of the Brent Spence Bridge, which means this project isn't just not shovel-ready, it's underfunded. And that is Reality Check.
If you'd like to make your voice heard on this story, you can comment on Ben's Facebook page. Just search Ben Swan, WXIX. Still ahead, the Bengals are facing more